What's going on, guys? This is Chandler Smith, and I am more excited about this video than I have ever been about any video. And that's because in this video, I'm gonna show you how to become a millionaire through crypto and Forex. And the reason I'm so excited is I have found a lot of different wealth generators, but using this wealth generator will get you to a millionaire 10 times faster than anything else that I've ever talked about. So with all of that being said, let's jump into it. All right, guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Chandler Smith, and I've been investing in real estate for the last 8 years. I currently own over $13 million of real estate. I also, with my sales region this year, did over 15 million in the course of a 4-month summer selling pest control door to door. So I've had lots of different experiences in my life where I've been able to amass a lot of wealth. Now, with all of that being said, I have never, ever come close to finding a better way to generate wealth than this. Let's just jump right into things, and I'm gonna give you the step-by-step process. So the first thing you need to do is grab your phone. Now on your phone, you need to go to my last video. And the last video I did was how to become a millionaire with real estate. Now I know I'm talking about being a millionaire a lot lately, but just hang with me. I promise you it's going to be worth it. So if you go in here and you scroll down, I think currently it's like the 10th message down. It might be down lower, but with all of the comments, it is just soaring to the top. And that's another reason that you have got to trust me. I promise you, you won't regret it. But if you can find the message from Jane Christabel, this message completely changed my life. And so Jane here, she said, keeping your money at the bank won't make you rich. And I was like, hey, this Jane lady, she sounds pretty smart. I mean, I put my money in real estate. She's saying don't keep it in the bank. And so I'm like, well, heck, I gotta read these messages. I gotta see what people's feedback is. So when you click, I mean, there are 39 replies. I get a lot of messages on these videos, but never do I get 39 replies. So this is good stuff. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click view these 39 replies. Derek Hester jumps in and he says, yeah, that's why I prefer investing my money in cryptocurrency, quote unquote, Bitcoin. Now, if we go down, Frank Travis says, yeah, sure, Forex and crypto yields more profit with the favorable market rise. James Welker says, I've been an investor and I can tell it changed my life for better. Investing in Forex and crypto will be one of the wisest thing you do. Paul then says, I had interest in investing in Forex and crypto, but I was discouraged by friends and family. I was being ignorant though. And then you go down, Diana, she says, I have been trader for over 7 months with no returns rather than loss, blown accounts, really heartbreaking. Now, what I'll tell you guys, the messages go on and I want you to read the rest of them for yourself. I'm gonna pick out a couple of the really important ones, but right away, if this hasn't grabbed your attention as something that can change your life, I don't know what will. I mean, you're looking, there are like 3 or 4 different accounts. You can tell all of them aren't super educated because they're not using proper grammar or spelling, and yet they've all had incredible luck with crypto and Forex. And so when I see all of these sketchy accounts that don't have videos and use bad spelling, bad grammar, but you can understand what they're saying, and all of them end up finding success through Forex and crypto, I mean, how could that happen if it wasn't legit? That just seems like, I mean, usually if someone said just invest in crypto, it'd be too good to be true, but all of these people using bad grammar in the same place, I'm like, this has to be legit because they've all found success doing this. So when I scroll down some more, you see this is the kicker. Diana Francis, and this is James Welker talking. He says, I'll recommend you to my broker, Mr. Michael. My first investment with him earned me profits over $28,400. First off, if someone was lying, they would just say $28,000, but they're so specific, $28,400, it's gotta be true. He says, and ever since then, he keeps delivering and earn consistent profits for me. He's the best. Now this Mr. Michael guy right away, I mean, he's sounding pretty good to me. But as I scroll down, there are more people that have made money with Mr. Michael. Mr. Michael is obviously the best. I invested $4,500 and he made profit of $9,950 for me just in 15 days. And again, those numbers aren't, well, 4,500 is pretty exact. To then get 9,950, I mean, that's a pretty out there number. How would they come up with that if it was a lie? Guys, it goes on and on and on. You can find these on so many of my videos where someone starts this message and they go down and then they pitch you a phone number to call that's going to make you a millionaire and change your life if you just dial 1-872-264-0011. You can get a hold of Mr. Michael and he's going to change your life. He's going to give you everything you need to instantly make money. If you're poor, you've got to invest $50 and that's going to turn into $28,554 because they said so and Mr. Michael is the man. If you haven't picked up on it already, I'm sorry. You probably have been scammed a lot in your life, but this is a scam on my YouTube. And the unfortunate thing is any of my videos that end up doing well get bombarded with scammers. And they're throwing out these multiple accounts saying they've been successful in one way or another. The best example of this is if you go to one of my most viewed videos about how to raise your credit score. And I give you a step-by-step process on how to raise your credit score. And one of the big reasons people click this video is I give one hint that helps you raise your credit score quicker than usual. Now, the reason that I share this is we live in a world where everybody wants things quick. And yes, there are some things you can do that will get you to your end result quicker than others. However, what I want you to get out of this video is if you're trying to get rich quick with anything, and someone is promising you that you can do it, you will never be rich. Because all of these things are a scam. Obviously, there are some better options than others, but in this video, I want to share you the proper steps to become a millionaire and the proper things you can do so that when you're looking at different options in your life, when you see different people pitching different products or different ways to make money, you can get good at seeing through the trash and focusing in on the certain things that are actually going to make you wealthy and successful. So now that we've covered that, I have just 5 things that I promise you, if you apply these 5 things, you can become a millionaire. And the only thing I want to preface this with is I have never met someone that has these 5 things that hasn't become a millionaire. But with that being said, money is just one indicator of success. There are so many people in this world that never have or will become a millionaire, and that doesn't mean they haven't lived an incredible life and used a different indicator that they have been 100% successful in. So understand, there are so many different ways to be successful. However, if you want to be financially successful, these are the 5 steps that you can follow that will actually ensure you can become a millionaire. So now that we've covered that, don't fall for scams. Make sure that you report all of these different scammers that are on my videos. I do my best to try and report all of them. However, Facebook has gotten insane lately where there are so many people just spamming all of the videos that are posted, and I can't keep up with it, and most YouTubers can't. So if you're reading the comments and you find it, just report it as spam. And with that being said, I want to jump into the first step in becoming a millionaire, and that is putting in the work. If you want to be financially successful, you are going to have to work more than other people. And that doesn't mean you're gonna have to work hard for a week. That means you're going to have to work hard consistently for an extended period of time. And I promise you, if you do that, that is one of the keys to becoming financially successful. Now, a lot of people will say, hey, I work super hard, or my dad or my grandpa works super hard, yet they're not a millionaire and they've been working hard for years. Well, here's the deal. You can be the hardest worker in a room, but if that is the only one of these steps that you follow, you won't become a millionaire. And that's why all of them combined to help you to become wealthy. So just because you're a hard worker doesn't mean you'll get there. There are lots of hard workers that are barely scraping by in their job because they're working extremely hard at a job that pays them hourly, that wage is never going to go up. So it doesn't matter how hard they work, their income isn't going to increase. So step 1, work hard. Let's jump to step number 2. This step is you need to be able to handle rejection. Any successful person that I've met has hit rejection after rejection, failure after failure, and they're someone that isn't fazed by it. I see so many people that are so talented, they're hardworking, they have all of the other steps I'm going to talk about, but when they hit something hard or they fail, they immediately quit. They go to try and do something else. They don't continue to work through that failure, and you need to understand that failure is part of the process. And if you're someone that quits after one failure when you're trying to be successful in one industry and you think it's just time to jump to another industry, then you're out of luck, all right? Life is hard, success is hard, and you've got to understand there's going to be failure and there's going to be rejection, and you need to handle it. And not only do you need to handle it, but you need to handle it with a positive mindset, which is number 3, and that is be positive. I see so many people that, again, have an incredible skill set. They're hard workers, they're everything else, but they are a Debbie Downer. They're always able to find the negative, and they train their brain to find the negative and to put themselves in situations where they fail. They're one of those Eeyores in life that it doesn't matter what happens, they can pick out the negative. And I promise you, if your brain works that way, you need to fix it. You need to find a way to find the positive in every situation and to make any negative situation a positive. And if you can do that, that is going to be a game changer, not only for your happiness, but for your financial success. Number 4 is whatever you're doing needs to be scalable. And this is one of the biggest steps that so many people miss. I see so many people that are working so hard, they're putting in the time, they're positive, they can handle rejection, but they're in a career where all of those things don't matter. I'm sorry, if you're in a job that has a cap on what you can earn per hour, you're toast. Because it doesn't matter how hard you work if the most that you can make is $25 an hour. And that's never going to change regardless of how hard you work or how positive you are. You're never going to become a millionaire. And I know this is hard because people get comfortable in their job or they're doing something that they love. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're doing something you love, then maybe you love that more than you love becoming wealthy. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. If you find a passion and you're not able to become a millionaire doing that passion, then that's okay. If you can afford your basic needs, you can afford the things that you love and are passionate about, then that will tip the scales to where it's worth it. However, there are lots of people that don't love what they're doing. They hate their job. They hate the day-to-day grind that they're in. And that's what you have to weigh and say, hey, am I willing to do something different so that I can become financially successful? Or are the pros of what I'm doing enough to outweigh the pros of becoming wealthy? And what I will tell you is if you do have passions in life, I'm a big believer that you can get to the point where you have both. But a lot of times it means sacrificing your passions, or it means sacrificing other things in your life. And so you've got to make that determination. But the only way you can be in a place where you're financially successful, where you can become a millionaire, is if you're in a job that is scalable. And when I say scalable, that means that you can get paid more and more and more based on the skill set you have. One example of that is YouTube. If I get good enough at YouTube and I put in enough hours and I'm passionate about it and I put in the time, it can get to the point where I could be making millions of dollars a year making YouTube videos. Another example is my door-to-door sales job. I was really good at selling pest control door-to-door, but there are multiple ways to sell more and more. I could fine-tune my skill set. I could use online marketing. I can hire other people and train them how to do what I do and take a cut of the work they then do after I train them to do it. Oh, another one is real estate. It's something that's constantly going up in value, and that there are different ways to get creative so that I can scale and purchase more properties. I'm not tied to just owning one property and hoping that that is going to turn me into a millionaire. So whatever you do, you've got to find a place or a job or a career or something that is scalable to where you can see there is an ability to make more and more and more money for the same 1 hour worked. And if you can find that job, that's going to play a huge role so that you can get more bang for your buck for your positive attitude, for your work ethic, for your ability to handle rejection, because all of those things are then going to evolve into exponential wealth as you continue to put in hours and scale whatever you're doing. And so that's why this step is that it has to be scalable. Now we're gonna go into the last step, and this one is important, but it's also extremely frustrating. And it's one of those areas where people will call BS because it's hard, it's difficult. And so the last step is timing. Now, timing is kind of twofold. First of all, I believe everyone in their life has an opportunity. Some of us have way more opportunities than others, but I really believe everyone has an opportunity where if they recognize that opportunity or that good timing, and then they respond, they go all in, they put in everything they can to take advantage of that good timing in something, in some profession, some job. If they take advantage of it, they can become a millionaire. But I see so many people that see opportunities and they're scared to make the jump. And because of that, they miss out on the timing. Now, again, there are multiple opportunities like this, but when you see an opportunity, you have to be someone that is willing to jump. The next thing that is tied to timing is just because you find the right timing, you find the opportunity, you have all of the other things I've talked about. If you make the jump, it doesn't mean that it's going to be immediate. The second part of timing is showing patience. Just like I talked about earlier with Forex and cryptocurrency and you being able to get rich right now, if that hooked you, I'm telling you, you've got to change your mindset, because the reality is success takes time, all right? You've got to be patient through rejection and through failure, and you've got to find a way to continue to work hard and to stay positive through all of that and make sure that you're in the right job where it is scalable. But a lot of times if you're doing all of these things, it's still going to take time. And that might be a year, that might be 5 years, that might be 10 years. I've seen so many of my good friends that have become very successful in lots of different fields, and all of them had different timing. Just because you do all of these things right for 3 years doesn't mean you're going to become a millionaire. However, if you consistently do these things, I promise you, you will end up a millionaire. I swear. And I know that's a very bold claim, but I think so many people will say, just have hard work, just be able to handle rejection, just be able to do this and that. But the combination of all of these things and consistent action will get you where you want to be. And I think a lot of these can carry over to other things. And so if you don't want to become a millionaire, but you want to be successful in something else, you have a different indicator, this same combination of things does carry over. And so you've got to find a way to do all of them so that you can be successful. And that's one big thing that I hope no one takes from this video, or I guess that you do take from this video. I'm not saying that the only indicator of success is wealth. I'm just saying it's one of those indicators. And if you want to become wealthy, these things are going to help you to get there. And so if you're one of those people, again, that's not your indicator, that's okay. But you can apply these same things to whatever your indicator is. Now, with all of that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell. And let me know in the comments if there are some scammers. Hit them with the little spam thing, say that it's crap, report them, and let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed this video or if you have any other questions. And let me know if you disagree with me, if you think there are other keys to success, or if you think you've done these things and you haven't been successful. I want to know in the comments. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can catch my future videos where my goal is to help you to build a huge passive income. Thanks guys, have a great day.